Hello, hello, hello. Happy New Year! Here we are on the first day of 2025. And yeah, what are you letting go? What have you let go of in 2024? I still haven't written my 20 reflection post yet. It's halfway to be written. I'm just sorting about a few photographs to go with. Um, there's actually a lot of reflections in 2024. It's been an incredible year. Ended in a real interesting space. If you saw, I got stood up, so it should have ended on a high if things had gone to plan, but they didn't. And thank you for everybody who's reached out to me and asked if I'm okay. I really am. I really am. It was, for those of you who don't know, I'd met a guy online. We really got chatting from Christmas Eve, and from Christmas Eve to New Year's Eve, it was like a fairy tale romance coming together. I'm going to short story it because I've got a bit bored of telling the story, if I'm honest now. Um, and yeah, he was travelling up from Cornwall, which is 5 hour drive from down south from me, and was meant to be coming up and meeting me and taking us out and going on a wild, crazy adventure. And short story is he's ghosted me, basically. He's disappeared off the planet. I have heard from him since yesterday's post. So I've had a message, not on WhatsApp, but on the normal message, phone message, to say that he stopped off because he was not very well, and he's making, he's doing his remedies and getting himself feeling better, but something doesn't sit right. It's so I know he's alive, so that's good. And so I'm just sending him lots of love and forgiveness and getting on with where I was at, really. It was a lovely distraction. It was a lot of fun. It made me, yeah, it gave me a bit of an inspiration, or a bit of an insight to what it is that I would like in a man. He ticked a lot of the boxes, obviously not all of them. Um, and I'm really proud that I wasn't really attached. I didn't try and change myself to fit into his mold, and maybe I was just not enough, or maybe I was too much, which is probably more the case. So yeah, whether or not I hear back from him, I do not know. That's out of my hands now. I'll leave it in his. I will keep you informed if he does pop back up again and what comes out of that. But those of you who are concerned about my welfare and everything, I'm absolutely fine, and I'm not going to get sucked in by some scam artist. I've been scammed a couple of times, and this dating is teaching me a lot about people. It's been a really interesting journey, and this is just another chapter. I think I'm going to write a book as well, because I've yeah, it's an interesting story. I feel like I'm in my own rom-com at the moment, and I'm at that part of the rom-com where two people have met, they're absolutely perfect for each other, and some things have got in the way, and it's usually a communication thing, isn't it? People don't communicate properly, and you're sitting there watching it thinking, you know what's going wrong, you know how it's going to end. But of course, in real life, it's all a bit different. We don't know how it's going to end. So I shall let you know if there is an ending to this chapter, or if it's just one of those things that we just have to let go of. And I've had obviously a lot of thoughts about it, and if I think about it too much, then I can take myself down a not very good place. But yeah, that's the work that I do. I'm now very much focused on where I want to be going, and people that are in my life that do communicate with me and do care about me. And I'm very lucky. I've got a lot of people, so I don't need an extra Cornishman coming up unless he's real. So that's a bit over and done with. And actually, I've had a really nice day today. I've sat in bed for a big chunk of it. It was a bit rainy outside, so instead of being tucked up in a nice hotel room with my lover, I've been in bed chatting to my mates. So it is what it is. It's been nice nonetheless. So, and tomorrow I'm going to see my open relation boyfriend Tim. So we're going to have a Christmas day together. So I've got other lovers. I don't need an extra one, really. I'm just yeah, I like variety. So thank you all for being here. I see Penny, I see Margene, Becky, how are you? Amy, Suzanne. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's been a bit yucky weather-wise, hasn't it, for the first day in? But let's take a little breath together. Let's do a little, just to take a moment to connect in and allow your body to fully relax. Whatever day you've had, whatever things that have happened, what you've deemed good or bad or indifferent, just allow them just all to be exactly what they have been. It's all been perfect. We are exactly where we should be on this journey of life. Everything is just as it should be. Take a nice big deep breath in and just breathe in that energy of calmness and peace. I am safe. Right now, you are safe. Just remind yourself how safe you are as you allow that breath to relax you a little bit more. And as you continue focusing on your breath, we'll send our prayer out to humanity, out to those that have harmed us, those that are ignoring us, those that are challenged in some way. We send them all a bit of extra love and compassion. As you breathe in again, just ignite that flame inside your heart and allow it to grow and develop and fill up your heart. Fill your heart with love and send it out to those which you love, those in your home, and then send it out to those that are struggling. Send it out to all your neighbours. Send it out to all your town. Send it out to everyone in your country. Send it out to everyone in your continent. And then send this loving energy from your heart connecting to everybody on the planet. And you are at the centre of that love. You are radiating that love out. We've each got that power inside of us to send out a bit more love. I tell you what, it's just a nicer way of living. I've always been one to forgive easily. It's maybe why I've stayed in relationships longer than I should have. But I still forgive easy because it's just makes me feel better. It's I don't know what's around the next corner. I don't know why people do what they do, but I forgive them and send them love anyway. So yeah, that's just the way I roll, really. And since I've been coaching and healing, I know the power of forgiveness. And not forgiving is like taking poison and expecting somebody else to die. And yeah, we don't want to be taking poison. So what's your intention for today? Well, my intention yesterday was, I can't even remember what I said, but it was probably something around having a great time and connecting with somebody amazing. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look back. Maybe my intention was just to enjoy. And I did, to be honest, even though the evening wasn't what I expected or would have chosen, it was still lovely. I got to spend time meditating. I watched a chick flick called Holidate, which was yeah, a little bit silly but nice, and listened to all the fireworks outside at midnight and had a nice sleep. So all is well. All is well. So what is my intention for the next 24 hours? More of the same. More loving energy, more things to smile at, more laughter, more joy, more pleasure. Absolutely. It's when focusing on these things, it's just deciding I'm going to enjoy every moment no matter what it brings. And I am. Nature. Oh no, what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? Well, I am grateful once again for you being here and thank you for listening to me. I'm grateful for the amazing support network that I've got. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for the experience I had with this guy, even though it didn't pan out to what I wanted. I'm really grateful for everything, everything that's teaching me, everything that I'm learning from, every experience that I'm collecting through my life, and doing the reflections on 2024 has just been so much fun because I did really have an incredible year and I'm super grateful for that. Ingesting. Oh, now this has been an interesting one because I started off thinking I'm going to fast today, but then I didn't. I had one of my little edibles early on, and it got to about, I think it was about 2:30, and so the edible has sort of worn off. I've probably got a bit of the munchies, and Zach wanted to live somewhere, and we both fancied a chippy, but of course it's New Year's Day, chippies aren't open. The only thing that was open was McDonald's, and so Zach wanted a McDonald's, and I ummed and ahed. I was sitting outside, I was hungry. I nearly ordered a McDonald's, and then I didn't, and thought, no, Gina, you've got a bit of salmon at home, and you've got some salad stuff, and yeah, you'll feel better going and eating that. So I did go home and eat that. Though before I ate it, while I was preparing it, I had a big munch off of dates, and this is my little healthy snack, I suppose, which are medjool dates with walnuts, which are really tasty. But I did eat. I overindulged, if I'm honest with you. So, and I was reminded because I went on I had a Healing Vibrations membership call, and a couple of the ladies came on there, and we were talking about an exercise to get in touch with your future self. And one of the things my future self does, and I'm not quite there yet, but this is part of the process of getting in touch with your future self, actually says before I eat something, this is good for me. I affirm that this is good for me. And if it doesn't feel true, then the idea is that I don't eat it. And if it does feel true, I've affirmed it and it's true. So I just need to remember to say those words. So thank you for helping me repeat it. So that is an invitation that actually, if you're eating something, if you say to yourself, this is really good for me, and it doesn't feel that that's true, it's a good indication not to have that thing. And if it is, or if there's a little bit of, I don't really like it to be good for me, is it really good for me? Yes, it is. Then you can almost talk yourself into alignment before eating it. I don't know, it's worth a shot, isn't it? It's worth a shot and see if you can get really aligned with what you're eating. So that's ingesting. And then which links into what you're telling yourself. So this is another affirmation for what you're telling yourself. Repeating yourself that it's safe. I'm still really enjoying it's my time. I am ready. I'm ready to rise. I'm ready to receive. So that's something that I'm incorporating into my internal dialogue, definitely. And of course, E is for enjoy. Just decide to enjoy everything. Enjoy the staying in bed. Enjoy the bad weather. Enjoy getting stood up. You know, it's been great, really. I've got a whole it's an incredible story, and it feels like I said, it feels like I'm in the middle of my own rom-com, and I'm going to start writing, I think, because it's yeah, it's truth is truth is more interesting, really, than fiction, because we can make fiction whatever we want, or maybe once I start writing it, I can create my own. Yeah, start becoming at the moment it feels like I'm the actor in my movie, so I want to take myself out of the actor role and maybe go into the writer role or the director role and see where I can take the next bit. Where would I like it to go? And but I also want to be open to what could happen. So very much in the space of, okay, so that didn't quite work out as it was as it was looking like it was going. I wonder what that is. So it really feels like an air of curiosity as to, okay, so if that didn't work out as I thought, what's next then? What's happening instead? So I'm very much in a space of, ooh, let's just see, shall we? So thank you all for being here. It wouldn't be the same if we didn't have a song. Ignite my happy, ignite the happy in me. IGNITE, ignite the happy in me. It fills my world with wonder and every day with glee. IGNITE, ignite the happy in me. IGNITE, ignite the happy in me. And here's to just set your intentions for 2025 to be the best year yet, and start having a look at what that might look like to you. What do you want to bring more of into your 2025? You want to bring more smiles, just start smiling more. You want to bring more laughter, just find things to laugh at, and then fake laugh until you do, or over laugh when something's funny and it's not really that funny, but just make it more funny. Just laugh, decide. You want to bring in more joy, then look for things to find joyful for. We've all got this in our power. And what I've been learning spiritually wise, that 2025 is going to be a year of super growth. So what you've experienced over a 10-year period with regard to your spiritual growth, it's available for you in a 1-year period in 2025. So things are going to feel like they're speeding up even more and even more. So what I'm aiming to do in this space is just to take a breath and allow you some time just to allow the world to settle a bit, because it will feel like it's speeding up. But we can slow it down. We can slow down our perception of the world. That is possible. It takes practice, and when we're caught up in the world around us, it's difficult. So that's what I'll be sharing with you to aim to slow down. But also what's really important is for you to keep an eye on where you are going. What's that future version of yourself? How is she or he or they being? And how can you be more like them right now? And keep an eye on where you're going so you don't get caught up in where you are, and that can keep you stuck. You end up going, it feels like you're going round and round in a hamster wheel and not actually getting anywhere. And we want to be going round and round, but actually moving towards where we want to be going. And the best way to do that is to start getting really clear on what that future looks like, what it feels like, more importantly, so you can tap in to the feeling. So when we talk about igniting your happy and your beliefs, it's you're igniting your beliefs in you, and keeping that as a visual, or a as a feeling. And here, by connecting in every day, I'll be inviting you to connect into that future version of yourself. And if you're struggling with what that future version of yourself looks like, I've created a really wonderful little exercise that I can take you through. In fact, I might put it out there as a marketing, as something. So if you want to have a session to go through, I think it will probably take about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And at the end of it, you will have a written piece of what your future you is like. But also I can create for you a guided visualization, so you'll have your own little, it's only about 10-15 minutes, but a guided breathwork session that connects you with your future self and what a future place might look like. And it helps clear away all the cluttery noise and turn it around into what you actually want. So it's a lovely process. You'll feel better at the end of it. You'll have something written down that you can print off and stick places as a little reminder of what who your future self is. But also you'll have your own guided audio or video, but it's the audio that you're listening to really, that you can tap into morning, night, however often is possible, so you are moving towards where you want to be going. And I don't know what's a good price for that. It's, well, a good price is, oh, let's stick with the idea of the ones. No, I don't know. I don't know what would be a good price for that. Let me know. Let me know what you think. I'm thinking 111, so I'm thinking £101, £111. But yeah, if anybody's listening on this and would like to go with it, I'll do you a half price. So that's like a, I don't know, say 60, say 66. If anybody wants to do that and you're on here now listening to it, just ping me a message and say, yeah, I'm up for booking a session for £66, and I'll take you through that, and you'll start off the year with a beautiful visualization of where you're going, and it will really help to keep you on track. So that's my little offer to you that just popped out of the woodwork. So yeah, let me know what you think. Or if anybody else is interested, obviously point them in the direction of this video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of New Year's Day, and excited to see where it's going to lead us. All right, thank you all. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.